Alright, so now that we have this thing stripped back and pulled the ion engines off. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay. So what I'm thinking here is we will take basically split the ship here and move all of this forward one block. So we'll put in a spacer ring. That'll give us enough room to put large atmospheric, and this time we'll actually use atmospheric in here. We can still get lateral atmospherics and maybe mount one of the large atmospherics for a primary propulsion. Alright, so and the worst that happens is the whole thing falls over and we have to put it all back up. Because I mean, if we have to grind the whole thing down, we just have to grind the whole thing down. I'm not too worried about that. Alright. So let's take that off first. Drop all this. Because if we take this piece out, yes.
Inventory full.
So that keeps that from falling over, at least for now. It's like we're gonna have to grind all of this down anyway, so I may as well just do it and get it done. Thank you, pick that up. Let's drop that stuff off. Okay. Now I want a couple of those. Actually, got like 50 of those. Okay, so we are going to go with the conveyor frame. Yeah. Put a conveyor frame in. We're going to put those in. No. Ah, crap. Actually, if I do... Because we're just doing this to... See if that'll let me... Look at that. That is so shady. Oh. Alright, so this time atmospheric thruster. Thank you. And what we're going to do is we're going to bluff that out on both sides. 2, 3, and then we'll have the drills there. There. Can I get away with putting that down one more? Oh, I can. Okay. Of course, having it up Higher might not be a bad thing. So do something like that. Alright. And we did that before, yes, so they're both at the same height. They are. And you are going to go that way. Okay. And what I should do is put was that enough to allow me? Haha. And we should be able to get one more there, yes. Alright, so let's do that. So I'm going to check to make sure these positions are correct. They are perfect. And as we add this mass, everything should tip forward again here shortly. In theory, at least. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Alright. Alright, well. Okay, so that gives us... I may actually move that antenna. So, before we go any further, let's get you built out. I can't believe I used ion engines instead of atmospheric engines in the first build. Alright. Alright, so we got that. And I'm thinking 1, 2, 3. And we'll do the same over here. 1, 3. And for reverse, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that gives us forward, braking, laterals, and lift. Alright, so if we look at those, let's throw the industrial in here. We'll see how that works out. We'll throw our gyro back in because we can. We want our metal detector because, well, let's be honest, the metal detector is just completely awesome in compared to the normal ore detector. And then we'll probably end up putting a couple of batteries back on here. And I'm thinking, do we want to go like so? Yeah, sure. We'll flat pack them. So we do that way. I don't remember which position this was in, so we want these to go like so. Should be centered up on those. It is. Okay. And then if we need to add more batteries for any reason, that gives us room to add 2 more on this as well. Now for the lighting situation, we want offset spotlights. We're going to put those back in. Put one there. We left the one in the front, yes. Okay. Put one there. And we left the one in the back. Okay, that's fine. So, if we need to add more drills, this will allow us to have drill on the front, I think. Maybe? Should be, yeah. Yeah, that should work. I hope. Anyway, okay, so. Since we already had these welded up before, let's go ahead and get the 2 batteries in. We'll get the gyro in, and the thrusters will be the last thing that we weld up. Mainly because of the fact that I don't want it drifting around. Looks like we actually have quite a bit of material left to go. Alright. So we're going to add that and that. Once we have these things added, we'll add the cockpit. I know, I keep doing it. Yeah, still no synthetic fabrics because I am not building a loom specifically for that. Alright. Okay, so you are mini minor thrusters. All right. I want one. Of each of these, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Two, 3. Okay. basically what we're doing is building out the thrusters that we're going to need just for basic flight control. Thinking I may have wanted to just put a small thruster in place of that large thruster for original placement. But because it would be cheaper to build everything. That's one done. Two done. And now we add you. And basically, this is just to do a quick flight test. But it should all work. Let's see, do we have large tubes? We do, okay. So, you should be under assembler. Yes, okay. How many magnets do I have? There's 5 there. 73, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then for the jump drive, we said we need a crap ton of quantum computers. And for the quantum computers, we need the nano assembler. And you are using platinum. So you're 0.2 platinum. And I think we need, I want to say 300 quantum computers per jump drive. Yeah, 300. So in order to get at least one of the jump drives online, I mean, quick math, that means we're going to need at 0.2, so that's going to be 60 ingots. Right. Okay, so we're going to need 60 ingots, right? You convert into 0.5. So every 10 is going to be 5, every 100, so we need 120 total to get both of them online. So that means we need 240 thruster components to be disassembled. $68 there, 400 there, another 370 there. Okay. As long as we have about 200 or so, as long as I remember to keep about 200 or so, I should have enough to add a couple of ion engines to the to that thing, the escape ship. Right. And we're still waiting for motors, which should now be done. Because the material we really need, I think, is gold. And that other one. I can't remember what it's called. Tantalum, which I could swear we found some. So, but I'm gonna need a lot of gold. We're working on the platinum, because right now we're looking at, for you guys, yeah. So yeah, we'll end up with 120 platinum from that, which should be enough to get the jump drives going. Oh, that'd be nice. Okay. Now we go on to. So that's 5, 6, 7. I mean, we're gonna have to do all of them anyway, so. So let's get everything welded up, because we know we're gonna need a bunch of motors. All right. Is that 4? So we're gonna need basically just shy of 200 motors, which okay, assembler. We need 3 per, so I need 600 steel tubes, which is actually, funny enough, actually pretty easy to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and crank out 1,000. It's not like I don't have the iron for it. Oh. Electromagnets, we need 600 of those. Nanomachine here. I want to see. Oh, we're going to end up with a crap ton of those, so we don't even need to worry about those. We've already got 150. Okay, yeah, it should be. That should be fine. Okay, so we're going to say 200 motors. Just let them go. I know I have the copper wire. I've got so much copper wire. Yeah, that's fine. That is more than fine. Okay. But yeah, we'll get the rest of these welded in. Okay. Yeah, last few. I mean, really, we've got enough to do the test firing. And that's all I'm really worried about. So, yeah. Alright, so if we drop that stuff off, alright, so what am I? Oh, because I didn't have all of these added before. So we do that and that. Okay, so you're all just waiting for motors, yes? Yes, okay. So, slowly adding motors as we need them. Alright. Okay. Mobile drilling platform. That is crazy close. Okay, well, let's get this thing test fired, shall we? Oh, we want the connector. That's going to be our... Actually, let's have it do throw out. Actually, we'll do collect all, throw out. No, actually we don't want, we just want this to do throw out. Yeah. This to be switch lock. We want, actually we want thrusters toggle on off. Recharge on off. I have to add all of the batteries back to that group. And then metal detector toggle block on off actually, and then antenna toggle block on off. Lights can be controlled through forward, so yeah, I think that's everything. I think, right? Oh, wait, block tools, controls. Alright, so if, hey, look at that. Works so much better when you use the right thrusters. Oh, yeah. And oh, all right, well, let's do this. Because once we have this thing,
Ship fuel critical.
we want, I think we want that one turned on. Let's check all of our gas engines. Those are all there we go. Okay. I think that will get us everything that we need here. Well, to get us most of what we need at least. And so you now have everything but one motor. So starting here. Alright, so now you just need motors like everybody else. Okay, that works for now. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I need to get the rest of these motors loaded up. We'll get, once we have all of that done, go see if we can find some of the resources we need. Like I could swear we found some. There's titanium, but no. So yeah, basically what I'm gonna have to do is let's get you on recharge. Turn that detector off. We want metal. Mini miner. Do I want it in terminal? Yes. It's fun. Alright. So all of this is going to charge. What I need to check to see is once we have all of the thrusters built out, I need to see what the power draw on the grid is. And that's what I'm curious about at this point. Okay, so we'll get that done. I don't think I have an ore detector on this, do I? I don't think I ever put one on this because it wasn't meant to do any type of scouting. But I may add one. And it's not like I don't have the... So we get all the stuff off our bar. Do I have a metal plate on me? No. You could grab a plate. Alright, so while we are here, grab one of these. And I kind of want to stick this thing on the front. There's not really anywhere for me to place it that makes sense, so... Not that it makes a whole lot of sense here. I mean, I could actually do that with it. That's not too bad, because then you can still see through there for the, as far as the window is concerned. And what that will allow us to do is when we take this thing out, we'll be able to do some recon work. And since it has the medium, effectively large grid, medium cargo containers, that means we can actually use it for transport and for trading. Now it's just getting the rest of these done slowly but surely. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can go away then. Actually, let's make sure we have all of these. Alright. Now it's just a waiting game as we wait for everything to produce. Yay. Maybe I'll go take a nap. Actually, not a bad idea. Let's see how comfortable this thing is to sleep in. It's cozy. We can make this work. Alright. So we'll get the rest of these motors built, get these things welded up, and get out and see if we can find some resources. Sounds like a plan. Alright, okay, so just a couple of blocks here. So we now have solar panels, we have this pipe, the cockpit's now piped in for O2 and hydrogen, which if I get in, everything recharges. Awesome, okay. Don't care about it being in toolbar, and don't care about it being in terminal, but I do want it in inventory. Okay. So whenever we're tied into the grid, we can recharge our hydrogen and oxygen, which is good. All right. And I haven't decided if I'm going to leave the antenna there or if I'm going to move it, but we want to go do a quick test run with this thing. Okay, so turn that off, turn those on. Should have plenty of room to get out of here. Oh, I didn't do the lights yet. That's what I forgot. Alright, so if we do that, turn those off for a second. I forgot I had to move the lights because of this thing. So, I guess we could... trying to figure out where I'm going to put them. I mean, I guess I could put them there. Because that ends up giving me a bit more. Okay. Gives me a bit more light in the areas that I actually need it. Alright, and we'll save those. Don't need to see any of those in the inventory or in the control panel, so I almost feel like I'm flying a fighter craft now. Alright. Alright, so let's go do a bit of exploring. Because I don't even know if we'll find the material, 'cause some of that material may not even be on the planet. I may have to go into space for it. Which I probably should plan. I mean, ideally, the best thing we could find is something that has a jump drive on it and be able to pull the materials off the ship. Actually, we need gold and titanium, right? So, and titanium. Titanium is over there. Where's the gold? Gold is over here. Okay. I forgot the gold was like right outside. That's why it's always been really easy to gather it. Turn the lights off just to give us a little bit more time here. So I haven't gone gathering for gold in a while. So. Oh, man. Not gonna lie, it would be nice to have the drills set up to where I could filter them, but it's okay. I mean, I guess I actually... that's... Oh, there's coal there. Nice! We're actually going to grab that. That's free carbon. So I'm trying to get an idea of just how much space this thing drills out. That's what I like to see. Okay, that tells me that yes, this will actually excavate what I need it to excavate. So I can actually have this thing fly out somewhere. And then just plunge drill. That is rather awesome. Okay, so let's get ourselves lots of, oh, actually a lot of ice. Okay, stone. One thing we don't need. Okay, connector. Boop. Actually. Let it drop our stone there. Now the reason I don't want to mine with it, with the connector set up to be dropping stuff out. See, I'm wondering, because if I put ejectors on, I'm trying to figure out is is if we put if we wanted to put ejectors on here, would I be able to? And yes, I could, because I could put a small sorter there and ejector straight down. So I would just have the ejectors turned on and set to collect all. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Well, look, it's a small line of stone going away. I just slowly but surely punch this stuff out. Now, what's nice about if we set up the ejector system, it should have enough room where it'll be able to drop stuff, where we'll be able to basically park this thing down on its drill bits. Yeah, okay. So when it's done this time, we'll go ahead and grab the rest of this gold out of here, hopefully. And because we have the indicators on the cargo pod, we can see how much room we have. Cargo boxes pretty full at this point. Oh. What we'll do, almost done with the gold collection. Okay, so let's bring this back up. We're still pretty zippy, all things considered. So I'll go ahead and drop more stone. We keep the organic because we can process that into tofu. And basically, I want to get the cargo container indicator back down into the green. All right, so if we do that. I'll probably do like maybe one more or two more connectors worth. And then when we go back, we'll put 2 sorters and have it just spit stone. Ideally, what I would like it to do is to have it set so that the stone was being ejected out and away from the ship. But it'll do. We'll deal with what we have. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab that coal. I want coal. Because that is an amazing amount of carbon. Okay. All the times I needed carbon, and it's like giant coal modes that are right here. So if we go here. Yep, and that was the end of the gold. Yeah. there's any gold left over here, it's not going to be enough to worry about, honestly. Coal, on the other hand, well, there's still a little bit of gold there, and then their ground. Right. Okay, I'm going to assume at this point we're just going to make the assumption that there is not a whole lot of gold left there. Not enough to worry about everything else. Yeah, well, if I need it, you know, if I really needed stone. Oh, wait. Ice. We can always use more ice. That. I don't think I've found a coal node recently. I could swear I found some of them. Alright. Wait for the debris to clear. Should be cutting into it soon. Yep, there it is. Okay. No, we don't want you spitting out. Damn it. If you're spitting anything, we want you spitting out the stone, not the coal. Alright, so connector. Go ahead and just get rid of the stone we're carrying. If we turn the lights off, suddenly we end up with a whole lot more time on our No, don't keep spitting. Quit it. Quit pulling the coal. Sheesh. That's why I need to put a sorting block on it. So we can get rid of this stuff without losing the things that are important. Well, the funny thing is that once we get off this rock, actually I need to put a connector on the ship, on the escape ship, so we can dock this thing to it, and then we'll be able to that way we'll be able to take this with us if we need to run. At least that's the idea. Okay. So now The rest of what we're doing is looking for particular types of materials. So let's go take this stuff back. We'll get the batteries recharged. And then we'll go see if we can find the material we need. I'll have to check the engineering archive to find out whether or not the materials we need are actually on the planet or not, because I don't think they are. I think they're... I vaguely remember it being one of the things when we were talking materials science back in school. I don't think that's on... I don't think that's on the Earth-like planets. I think that's only on alien worlds and, well, basically non-Earth planets. Might be, but maybe on the moons or something. Might also just be asteroids. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Alright, so... we'll fly our happy little ship in. It would be much easier without that giant frickin' rover there. I do think we're going to have to convert that over to a flying vehicle at some point in the near future. Alright, so let's... Okay, so we're going to turn that off. We're going to change our view. We're going to do that, and do that. Refinery. Actually, crusher. Okay, we can't put that in there, so it's just the incinerator then, I think. Let's put 100 units in and see what happens. Oh, can't do that. Okay. And can we put 100 units here? We can. That was actually... I'm surprised we can't put that into the crusher. Purifier. Can I put it here? No. Interesting. So I can put it in the refinery. Actually, let's just go ahead and move all of this over here. Oh. There we go. Alright, and then you do this stuff to here. It's really sad that I can't do that. I can't put it in the incinerator, so it's only... can I put it in the smelter? Nope, it's refinery. Okay. You go there. See how much carbon we end up with out of that. Alright, so... you're locked in, everything is on, you're recharging, correct? Yes. And yeah, I'm not worried about that. I turned on one of the reactors. Everything should be good. Alright, so I think we'll go catch, oh, actually a little bit of rest, get all of this stuff offloaded, get it processing. Because we're basically just wait. I don't even have to rest. We'll just sit in the chair, and we'll wait for everything to finish charging. It's not too bad. Then we can go out and look, see if we can start finding that material we need. Oh, this is going to be a long week.